I'm the manager. My assistant comes in and says, look, things got rough at home. I don't know where my partner went, but he
Yeah.
made some threats. I'm worried. As a manager, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? Let me just ask you, as an office, prepare for it. So say I'm the manager. My assistant comes in and says, look, things got rough at home. I don't know where my partner went, but he
Yeah.
made some threats. I'm worried. As a manager, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do?
I think you need to address the immediate need. If we don't know where that person is, I think, lock the doors. I know a lot
Okay.
of dental offices, a lot of people are very trusting. They don't secure their environment or recognize the need to do that. So keeping your back doors locked, keeping your windows locked, I think is always a good idea. Controlling access points is important. Making sure that you have, the opportunity, the ability to see outside the front door, out the front
Okay.
window, so you can see as potential violence is approaching. Having the means to be able to lock the door remotely, electronically, if you're able.
Oh,
I think
interesting. Okay.
I know
Okay.
some more and more offices are moving to that point where they can push a button and lock the door. Granted, if somebody's going to commit violence, they could easily break the glass, but whatever reasonable safeguards you can implement, you certainly should have a plan. Understand what to do if you encounter that. If there's an active shooter or person with a weapon outside the practice, you do X, Y, and Z. If there's somebody inside the practice, you do, A, B, and C. Have a plan, be willing to commit to that plan. And I think there's a lot of training, especially for like school districts that face potential active shooter situations. We don't really have much training like that for dentistry, but in school shooting type situations, they train to run, hide, fight.
Okay.
And I think that's simple. I think it's a good plan that we can follow. It's easy to remember. And I think that's a good starting point.
So he said, run, hide, fight. So first thing, you want to get away, right? And
Yeah.
if you can't, hide.
Hide.
And if it worst comes to worst, you fight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the sequence there. Now, is that training that you offer, Tink? Do you
It's
do
not. You
that?
can find a bunch of YouTube videos on it, and there's police
Okay.
departments that teach on this stuff.
Oh, good. Okay, so a
So
police department maybe you can call and
yeah,
see. Okay.
so I would encourage anybody to reach out to their local police department. Surely they have community outreach officers, maybe even SWAT officers that can come by and do a threat assessment and help you with your operational plan and help your staff to understand how they would actually implement that run, hide, fight. Where do we
Okay.
run to? We're not going to run in the direction of the violence. We're not going to stop as soon as we get outside the back door. What's the difference between cover and concealment? What are weapons that we can use to defend ourselves if you're in that fight situation?
Would you like to hear more? Follow the link for the full episode.